very bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I've got a bad feeling about this. I've got a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about
I have a very bad feeling about this. I've got a bad feeling about this.
For what it's worth, I've got a good feeling about this.
Punch it, Chisel.
I forgot.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I'm just gonna give up on doing Wookiee sounds. It's just not my thing. And it took me however many episodes we have to figure that out.
I knew it from the beginning, but
I kind of did too, but I wanted to learn, you know. I was open to learning new things, I guess. Not
right.
about Star Wars, just how to do the accents.
yeah.
I still don't know shit. Do you know the Disneyland, the little Coke bottles that look like thermal detonators? They're not thermal detonators.
What are they?
Liquid containers. That's what Disney calls them, or they say it like the actors who work there.
Yeah.
Whatever the Disney fucking...
Well, they are liquid containers.
Yes. I mean, technically.
So, yeah.
But they're not supposed to be a weapon of destruction.
Well, we know what they are.
They know what they're designed after,
could-
but they won't admit to it. I think that's
Exactly.
weird.
I get it. I get when they're selling it in there, it is a liquid container. We know what it's modeled after. We know that what's it called? The fucking ice cream maker, the Camtono.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Camel tone.
yeah. You know, they use them for spice and things like that in the shows. But no, it's just, it's a safe. It's a portable safe is what it is.
Right. You can't take...
Even though it's used for transporting drugs in the shows and stuff like that. Yeah,
Sure.
hey.
But it's, you never really see people like hooked on drugs in Star Wars. Or do you?
Yeah.
Who
The
is-
guy, well, there's the guy selling death sticks.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Do you remember what his name is?
No.
Evan Sleazebagano.
We're just going to be straightforward with it.
Yeah.
This guy's named Fuckstick.
Yeah.
Guess what he does?
All right, so, hey, everyone, it's been a little while, but welcome back to another episode of I Got a Bad Feeling About This.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We took a little break after, everything that happened with our good friend Cobra Dad. So we had a bunch of things going on, and now we're back. And this episode just wasn't really planned. It just came out of something that happened.
Wow.
I don't like to keep beating a dead horse, but
How big is this dead horse?
fucking huge. This is a fucking huge horse, all right? So, so this motherfucker Big Mac
Yeah.
just can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
I heard some shit. I seen some video of
Yeah.
some recent events, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll let you go.
So I got into it with him in the 12-back group on Facebook recently. People were asking about, what's going on in the hobby, all this kind of stuff. So he makes a post in there, and he was saying, my team's going to get upset at me for saying this. But then he goes on to talk about himself.
It's a
and
full-on
his show.
rant.
Yeah. And I said, everything you just said is the biggest fucking problem. I said, you told so many lies in that statement. I said, that's the fucking problem.
Number one thing, like what is he talking about? Is this his own post or is he commenting on
He was
something?
commenting on someone else's post
And
about
they're-
growing the hobby.
Okay, yeah, and it has nothing to do with his event or any of that shit.
Not a thing. And he keeps going on, we're in our 7th year now, and we're doing this, and we're doing that.
So he's just promoting himself.
It
Just
is. And I
throwing
told
an ad
him,
out there.
I said, dude, you're a piece of shit. I said, you're a fucking blowhard who throws his money around trying to impress people. I said, people don't give a shit about you.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I said, people don't give a shit about you or your fucking show, all right? I've seen the videos. There's nobody there. Nobody fucking shows up. You have 50 vendors. I said, I'm going to be like you. I do a toy show. I have the second largest toy show in the Bay Area.
You're small potatoes.
Yeah, and I said,
That's what he
We
said.
have almost 200. We have almost 200 vendors, and I said, you have 50 fucking vendors and you can't even fill the hotel that you're in.
I seen like videos and there's like nobody in there.
Yeah.
And then people were commenting under this picture, and this is on. I think I saw it on Instagram of all places.
It was on Instagram. It was from one of the vendors there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was like maybe 2 or 3 people like down a long, lonely highway.
Yeah.
You know, one of the aisles. And someone else had commented that it was like $59 to get in, and then there was like upgraded package.
It was $180 for a 3-day pass to this thing, and then if you wanted VIP, it was like $500.
You offer that price for vendors to sell all fucking weekend.
Yeah,
like
less
2
than
days.
that.
Yeah, less than that. Right, but
so. Yeah, he was going. He was going on about how great it was, and I just told him he's full of shit. And I said,
at least someone's saying it.
And the thing is, nobody else was saying anything. People were all liking my comment, but nobody had the fucking balls to say anything.
They don't want to get outed, And
I just ran them down,
but...
and I said, dude, there's people in your fucking group that can't stand you, but you know what? They love Star Wars more than anything else. So they put up with your fucking bullshit. I said, you're a fucking liar. You talk shit about people. You make things up. And I called him out on all of his specific shit. He tried to say, we've talked about it before, that people stole from him. No. Splitting table space is a very common thing at events.
Yeah.
If I buy a table and you want to come sell at my table that I paid for, you didn't steal table space.
Right. Some people can't afford for what they sell.
Yeah.
They don't make enough money to. So you have a buddy come in, you're like, yeah, dude, I'll clear off some room for you. Come on in.
So if I'm doing a card show, and I tell my friend, which has happened, I've had a friend come, and he'll be like, hey, can I just set my case here on the end of the table? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. No problem. So he goes and sells a $10,000 card. Good for him. He didn't steal from anybody.
Right. You don't get a cut of that.
But that's what...
You don't get a percentage off what people sell.
But that's what...
You sell your spots.
He tried to say,
that's
because he told the guy, oh, I heard you cleared $100,000 this weekend. Who fucking cares?
I mean, do you really need to vet everyone, every vendor? I mean, some vendors could be problematic, so you do kind of want to do that.
He knew who he was.
Okay.
He knew who the guy was. And it's like, what anybody sells doesn't fucking matter. To me, I don't care if a guy made $100,000 or $100. Actually, I do care if it's $100 because that means he didn't do good. But however much money they made, good for them. I'm glad. I'm fucking happy. It's not my business. I don't have people monitoring other people's sales. He did.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I mean, it's one thing to say, hey, how'd you do this? And if they offer it up, it's different. It's not like, hey, bro, how much money did you make?
I do.
That's a weird question.
If anybody ever asks me, I'm always honest. I'll tell you, oh yeah, hey, I did $4,000 this morning.
You always do that. Like, I'll be like, dude, man, I'm selling like hotcakes, and she's like, I made $3,000. Yeah. Like, whoa, dude.
We've been here for 30 minutes. But I'm honest, and I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, hey, look, this is what I'm doing.
Do like I do.
Yeah.
Don't sell my product. I'll undercut you.
Yeah. I will.
It's business, man. It's capitalist market.
Yeah. So, I called him out on that shit, and then he said somebody created a podcast to tell people how to sneak into his event. And I was like, you're a fucking liar. This dude's been doing a podcast, and he snuck in, and he talked about it on his podcast. He said, yeah, I snuck in, blah, blah, blah. This is what I did.
So what?
It was afterwards.
Yeah.
He wasn't instructing people, but this is what he was telling everybody. They're giving instructions on how to steal from me. And I said, dude, you're always the story. I said, you're always the fucking victim. All the time. You've never done anything wrong, but you're the fucking victim. And he told me then that that's why I was kicked out of the group for harassment. And I said, no, again, you're a fucking liar. I said, did you have
all these swear words in there too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got told later to keep it civil. Mm-hmm. Well, I called him a fucking crybaby bitch. I didn't hold back. Yeah, like I said, I was just fucking going off on him for everything. I said, I got kicked out. I said, and I have the text messages. I said, I have receipts for everything. I was told it was because I keep bad company. I said, it was literally because I'm in another group. I said, I didn't make any jokes. I said, you're the one over here talking about you're coronating somebody. Oh, you're the king of fucking Star Wars. I said, those are your words.
Right.
You're the one who said this. You actually held this event.
But he's got to rule with the iron fist. You know,
And
he's
I
got
said,
to keep these
but
motherfuckers down.
And you talk about other people gatekeeping. You're the motherfucker doing it. Mm-hmm. And he was, he tried to come back at everything. So then I was like, hey, remember that time you told everybody that the way you were collecting is the way it needed to be done? That that the ICCC train was coming down the tracks and you either need to get on board or get run over? I said, those were your words.
I mean, I know who he is, so I understand that coming from him.
Yeah.
And it's fucking asshole-ish. But I can see, like, me saying that about Hoodcast or something like that, but I'm talking out of my ass purposely, and it's fucking joke,
we're talking
stupid.
shit and whatever, yeah. Hey, you better listen. This is the best fucking podcast ever. You need to listen to it.
Right.
If you don't, what the fuck's wrong
I know
with
it
you?
sucks.
So do all the listeners.
Thank you for listening.
But I was like, you said this. These were your fucking words. And I said, and then when someone didn't agree with you, you told them to blow his fucking brains out.
Wow, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, well, I apologized. Doesn't fucking matter that you apologized. You said it.
At least he admitted he made a mistake,
But you were said that because you were thinking it. Everybody says, you're not going to say shit unless you're thinking it. Everything,
I mean, I believe that people, because it's the age of the internet, everything's permanent.
Yeah.
Put online. So you kind of got to be careful about that. And also, I'm not very careful about it, even with Hoodcast. I say the stupidest shit. And if you take that out of context or even within context, it could fucking ruin you,
But with his thing, like you said, you could watch the entire video. It was nothing was taken out of context. He was mad at somebody and told them to blow their fucking brains out.
Right.
And then was like, oh, realizing what he said.
That's why I don't like doing live shit.
Yeah.
Especially when I get sauced up. I'll say the stupidest shit. So when I pre-record the shows, like how we always do the podcasting, I'll sleep on it and I'll go, man, I said that. I'll go back in and I'll edit it out.
Yeah.
Because I just feel really weird and guilty about
Yeah.
it. So I go, you think about it, you give it a day. When you're
But like
doing
you
that
just
live
said,
ranting shit that he does.
When you're drunk too.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're trying to say shit because you're thinking it's funny when you're drunk.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
it made sense then.
and you're like, fuck, wait, that sounded terrible. Now that I'm sober and it didn't come out the way I wanted. I mean,
I'll try it again tomorrow.
Yeah. when you're trying to be that, but if you're going on like, just a rant when you're drunk, that shit's usually kind of true.
It's usually your most heart feelings, but it's told in a harsh way.
Yeah.
Cobra did it a lot too.
Oh God,
he would do it to my wife. And then he goes, "Sorry, bro, man, I was out of pocket." I'm like, I know, I was entertained.
Yeah, it was a little funny, but going on, I just kept calling him out about all the fucking things.
He deserves it, and more people need to rally against him
and
overthrow the kingdom.
I just said, people don't like dealing with you.
This is Star Wars. It ain't Game of Thrones.
I said, you act like you control everything. I said, so many people don't know who the fuck you are. I said, you walk around with fucking security.
He pretends like he's like this huge star. I really like the story about like the actors like ghosting him. He walk out with somebody?
No, so what happened is we're at Disneyland.
The Palpatine dude, right?
Yeah, and Ian McDermott, he's with Ian McDermott because, he pays him to come to his show and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're walking through Disneyland, and everybody's there. Everybody's at Disneyland because it was during Celebration, Anaheim. So he's walking, and people are recording the Emperor walking into the cantina, and he's behind him, and he's waving at people. Like
he's Mickey fucking Mouse.
Yeah, like they're there to see him.
Did he have ears on?
No, and he's got
You're at Disneyland. Put on the fucking
his two
ears, all right?
security guys walking behind him, right? And he's like, "Those are my friends." I was like, "Bitch, those are their fucking security guys. You've said it before."
I bet he whispered to Ian McDermott. He's like, "Yeah, yo, Ian, I got guys, so don't worry. No one's gonna rush us.
Yeah,
us."
Because when we were at Celebration, that's when he tried to confront the guy that he said, was given instructions to sneak into his convention.
Yeah.
this was right after he threw a fit about where he got placed at Celebration. They have a row for all the clubs, and the IC is technically a club, and he didn't like where he got placed and literally threw a fit. So then he tried to come over to one of the other booths to talk shit to the one guy. This dude is like 5 foot something, right? He came run over to try to, with 2 other guys, and tried confronting him, and that's when Jim Jones was there and stepped in and got right in his face, and Havens left. He turned around and fucking left.
I wonder about Big Mac's like private security. They're just his buddies, though, right?
They are.
It's kind of like me and Cobra.
But he pays
to you.
them. No, but he pays them to do security.
You tell us to do a job, and we go fuck off and drink somewhere.
So,
look, I mean, at least his buddies stick around and they think they're cool,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
They wear sunglasses and
then-
like little ear things so they can hear each other
Yeah,
with
and
little
then,
cords going down their shirt.
the next night, we were at a trade thing at Celebration, and same thing. He comes in there, and I'm over talking to Trevor, and Jim is at a table next to us, and he comes in, looks over, sees the guys in the yellow shirts, and it turns fucking bright red. Turns around and leaves and left Celebration.
Damn.
And fucking went to San Francisco.
And then to Pot of Gold.
Well, we were closed.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to come up. And he was in San Francisco during Celebration. He just left. And it was like, oh, I scheduled a trip. I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't buy a fucking VIP 4-day pass and not use it. No, you were fucking scared.
You know, it's like, it's weird because people like this never change. Like, he's always going to be that same person. Maybe he's different in real life, not around the Star Wars shit. I just can't see it, though, you know?
So I've had a bunch of people reach out, and they all send me the stories about him. And guys like, yeah, I'm at a thing, and he's there. We're in a nightclub, and, you know, he comes up, and he's just kind of bobbing his head. He's all, hey, guys, what's up? And we're like, nothing. He's all, oh, yeah, were you here for, you know, Celebration? Or I think it was Celebration, or it was something else. I want to say this was in Chicago when it happened. And the guy's all, yeah. And the guy orders a beer, and he's all, hey, man, just put that on my tab. The guy's like, who the fuck is this guy?
He's obviously somebody because he's got multiple episodes of this podcast dedicated to him, and other podcasts.
He said so that he gets his beer, and the other guy, he said, then Havens gets his, and he just kind of stands there, just standing at the bar for a few minutes, and he's all, just kind of stands there like bobbing his head with the music playing, and then
drink that or what?
And then walks off. He literally like walked off into the fucking bar somewhere. He's all, I never saw him again. And he's all, and it was like a year later I realized who it was. So then, you know what? Somebody did actually comment on the thread. They were like,
the recent thread.
They were like, you know, I thought in the beginning you might have been genuine, but the way you come across is arrogant and hucksterish.
Huckster.
I was like,
the immortal huckster.
So, oh God, because he always says brother too.
Oh, yeah,
dude. All right, a new meme.
Except for he doesn't sound like the huckster.
No. Oh God, that's gonna you.
He's got a new Big Mac the huckster,
dude. I just got my Celebration swag, so now I'm gonna have to make another one. Now it's gonna be a card with him, and it's gonna be the huckster.
Yeah. Man, he needs a macho man, or what was the Ted Turner thing that WWE did?
It was the huckster.
And
yeah,
but they had Macho Man too.
He was the Nacho Man.
Nacho Man was a Nacho Man. I
forget. My God, that's the
Yeah.
other dude. Jason could be the Nacho Man. We got to come up with a name like not Mega Powers, but something else.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Dude, because the Dianoga group has a card set with them on it, and
yeah.
So you remember
I've
back
seen
in the day, Donruss baseball cards, they had Diamond Kings.
Yes.
So there's one of Heyman's called Curtain Kings because he had a shirt made out of Star Wars curtains.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He gets all his clothes made out of curtains?
Yeah. So.
It's like Homer Simpson in the Moo Moo.
Exactly.
Hey, fatty, I got a movie for you. A Fridge Too Far. Not like I'm not making fun of fat people or nothing, but they are hilarious.
Oh, I can see. I told somebody this recently. I said, I have the pass.
Joe Rogan said it was okay. He says it's disgusting to be fat.
Yeah, I know. I used to be fat. I know. So hey, I agree. He's right. That's what I said. I have the pass. I have the fat pass.
I got the Ozempic.
Yeah,
so, and it does well for people like me.
Yeah.
And actually, if Cobra stayed on his Ozempic, he probably wouldn't have had a heart attack.
Probably.
Not from just the weight loss, but
just
it does,
in general.
It does good for your heart. Yes. Yeah.
So I'm on the Zepbound.
Zepbound. Okay.
Yeah.
How's that working out?
It's okay. It's not as strong. I'm just taking the lowest dose. So it's not like I'm not trying to lose a ton. I just want to gradually.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Because I've already lost over 200 pounds total.
Right.
So I want to get down a little bit because I want to do some skin removal.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I've done. I mean, last year I got down almost 30 pounds, and now I'm at close to 20 already, and then I'm
down almost 25 pounds right now. So,
but I don't get those like terrible shits and stuff that people talk about. I don't get none of that.
No,
I actually poop a little less because I don't eat as much.
Yeah, but that's why I'm only doing the lowest one. So
people are like
intentionally
talking about your shit on a Star Wars podcast.
Yeah. So we're telling you why we got the pass.
Yeah, we're telling you we got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. So, like I said, somebody else did actually comment about him, and we're like, dude, you don't seem genuine. You're full of shit. You like people talked about Coleman trying to buy his way into the hobby. It's literally what this fucking guy's doing.
Yeah, and
I was like, dude, there's a reason people don't want to deal with you.
The reason why Coleman did, because he saw money opportunity. The dude's a businessman,
Oh, yeah.
And also he likes Star Wars, wanted to get in. So what do? You buy the collectibles you want.
Exactly.
This is just how the game works.
Yeah.
I can talk shit about Matt Cardona buying like a full Star Wars set like collection in one thing, and it's like he's not running around collecting random figure because would be more fun.
Yeah.
Just buys a whole collection. Now he has it. It's like, dude, what fun is that?
I know. There's 3 I need to complete my entire vintage run, and I'm holding off because I want to find them. I don't want to just go buy them.
Yeah,
I haven't.
It's not as fun.
There's nothing
unless you find some dirt cheap online like vintage where some soccer mom is selling what she doesn't know what it is.
That's I consider that a wild find. So that's how a good chunk of mine came, or they came from trading. I'm okay with trading for them and stuff. So, especially when it's in my favor. If I could find someone that will trade me Pokemon for vintage Star Wars, oh shit, I'd be happy.
Right, because you're looking at the money value you pay to get that Pokemon. It's like, dude, it's a no question fucking deal.
So, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just go out and buy this shit. I'd rather collect it.
It's part of the fun of collecting. You have stories about how you got this stuff. And you remember it.
Yeah. So then we get, going back to me getting into it with him. He goes and he looks up. He looks me up.
Of course he does. He does the same thing you do.
Oh, yeah. So,
you got like some app and where you can do background checks and shit.
Yeah. So he looks me up and he's like, "Oh, your show was at a high school." I was like, "Bitch, you looked up my card show." I said, "This is a card show that I'm giving back to the community. It's free admission for everybody."
So basically, all you said was "Ninja, please."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just said, "This is giving back. I'm only charging $100 for tables to help people out." I said, "This is my way of helping the community." So, and I said, "You act like you have the best fucking convention ever, and you constantly talk about, oh, even the mouse is paying attention. Nobody fucking cares.
The mouse don't fucking care.
Nobody gives a shit about your third-rate fucking stunt double guests. Okay, you might have one good guest. Okay, who'd you have last year? Billy D. Williams. Okay, nothing wrong with Billy D. Williams.
That's cool.
That's your headliner.
I mean, it's somebody
for your top. The best. Sci-fi convention in the world.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's how he tag. That's his brand. Oh, no corporations, only fans. Okay, and I got on him because he's like, well, we don't make money. I was like, how do you not fucking make money?
Because nobody goes.
Yeah, I was like, you're charging all this money. I know what you charge your vendors. I said I charge them a percentage of that, like a third.
Wow.
Of what you're charging, and my vendors fucking make money. I said, I pack the place. I said, I don't charge much to get in. But you know what? I fucking make money. I said, I'm not the second biggest without having people show up. I said, and we're profitable. So, oh, well, that's a show. And I said it's a show. I absolutely said it's a toy show. And he's like, but this is a convention. I was like, doesn't fucking matter.
Right. I mean, you got seminars and stuff, but most conventions are just glorified swap meets. Not everyone goes to the seminars.
Yeah.
You know? Not
you have a room with panels. That's something somebody tried to say when the video came out. They're like, oh, well, that was during a panel. How big was this fucking panel? Because I saw the room the panel was in.
Yeah.
What's it going to hold? 50 people? Maybe 100. So everybody.
I get when you have big name celebrities and like some of the areas kind of clear out because everyone gets in line, or people are getting in line and also people are going to seminars. So you got a little bit more space, but not. I've never seen it totally clear out.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. It was, and everybody saw it. It was middle of the day. It was noon on a Saturday.
That's when people are showing up too.
And it was fucking empty.
Because when you open, like 10 for early birds and then 11 o'clock normally,
Yeah. I think something like that is like, that one might have been 10 o'clock. I don't know. But yeah, there's no fucking reason for it to be that empty. No, I've done some shows. I had one recently where it was fucking dead. It was not busy, but we had more people than that.
Yeah.
We did have more people than what were in there.
I still made money.
Yeah. And the thing is, we know that they were in the other room. I mean, we still had a lot, because everyone was over in the card room. But our vendors still made money. Nobody complained. They were like, maybe next time we could get the card guys over here to bring in some more foot traffic.
Right.
Which I'm going to do.
We all said that.
I know. It's already been booked, so.
I mean, like, people buying cards, they like to stand at the card booth that they're at for, like, 30 minutes.
Yes.
Like, doing deals and shit like that.
Yeah.
They do. And it crowds up the place, and it starts stinking.
Yeah. That's why people liked the last show at the high school, because there was plenty of room. They're like, oh, dude, there's plenty of room. It didn't smell. Seemed like there was fresh air in here, so.
It sucks when, like I can see not being a Pokemon guy and having different, like, magic cards and shit like that, and people can't see what you got because people are standing so close together at the other booths waiting to get in and do some trades, and so it's like the people selling the other shit probably aren't selling anything because nobody can see walking by. It's hard to, unless you're really looking,
Yeah, and a lot.
You're not going to get the casuals.
Yeah. So that's all. That's been worked on, and we're gonna we'll talk about that maybe on Hoodcast or something.
Yeah, we can do Intergalactic Garage Sale. We haven't done that in a while. Unless you still got more on Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Like I said, then
Big Mac.
Then I got asked to please be nice. No name calling, anything like that.
I get that, but sometimes it's warranted. But it's like, once you get a not a warning, but just a hey, comment down a little bit.
Yeah, hey,
it's
no personal attacks.
Right.
I was like, but I'm calling out his behavior. So
true, but you could have been more formal about it. Not formal, but
no. At
least put on a tuxedo T-shirt or something like that.
He didn't fucking deserve it. It was one of those things. It was. God, not even a week after Cobra died, and it was just one of those things that hit me at the wrong fucking time. I just was not having any bullshit, and just was like, fuck this, I got time today.
Right.
And dude, it was a back and forth thing. It went for
not to mention all the other online fucking weird haters. That we've kind of been getting. Not for shit that we do, because just people don't understand. They got mad at an AI fucking flyer.
Yeah.
When it was a benefit for dead Cobra and his kids.
Exactly. You know, we're trying to raise some money, and people start bitching about the flyer being AI. Now, I get, you know, if it's shitty or something like that, everyone's, oh, your AI slop bores me.
How many flyers do you look at and go, this is a great flyer? I love this flyer, and like you're just looking at it online for the date and the information.
I need something that people are going to be like, oh wait, what is this?
Who cares that Optimus Prime and a Pokemon is AI'd on there? You know, because you didn't want to cut and paste in Photoshop. You know,
there's some that, you know, when they all look the same. Yeah, that's.
I get it. I get the AI guy's comment.
Yeah.
I understand it.
So.
But he's commenting to put himself out there and make him look cool in front of the rest of the internet community.
Not a fan. It was not a fan of the AI flyer, pal. The pal fucking got me.
Right.
So, you know, I had to comment back. I had to be like, hey, you know, I'm glad that you're fucking worried about an AI flyer when this dude and his wife just died and left behind, you know, a family. They got 3 kids. But, you know, the AI flyer is what's wrong. So then somebody else made a comment on it, and I didn't get to see it. It got deleted.
Ooh.
Tom deleted it.
Okay.
And I was pissed off. And the guy said that we were lying about raising money for Cobra's family.
Who was this guy?
So I have their Instagram. It was something about fucking... They do, like, puppets. It's somebody
really?
Like I have their Instagram.
I like puppets.
So yeah. Oh, I was fucking mad, and I wish he didn't delete it because I would have just fucking gone off.
So it's someone who goes to the store.
Yeah,
probably.
Then
I think I know who it is.
He had his wife write a review on Google for it.
For the show?
For the store.
Oh, for the store.
And saying that we were lying about raising money.
Wow. He must have got screwed over on something or thought he did before.
I guess they wanted to buy Nitos, and they said, well, we had knockoff Nitos for the same price as real ones. Real Nitos are like $7.
Like in the store, if you can get them.
If you buy...
There's market value to all this shit that's like, you know, just a fad right now. Yeah, it's going to go away.
And the thing is, with even if you got, you know, generic, you know, squish toys... You're still paying $4 or $5 a piece for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna. What are you gonna sell them at? $7, $8? Exactly.
Yeah, usually 7 to 10 or a combined deal. Like I sold all the bootleg Nitos I had last show. I had 3 or 4 of them, and I sold them all for like $30 or something like that for 4.
Yeah, they're squish toys. Yeah. You sell them, whatever. Nobody lied and said they were real. They said, you know, no, these are squish toys. They weren't labeled. You know, nobody said they were.
Right. I sell bootleg shit or custom shit all the time, but I don't pass it off as real.
No.
You know I don't do it with Star Wars, so just so anyone's worried.
But sometimes, you know, the bootleg stuff people like. People like the knockoff shit, you know?
Well, I meant repros or whatever, but yeah.
Repro is a little different because that's literally meant to deceive.
I wouldn't even know if I had it, so...
Yeah. I actually have a whole bag of repro that I found going through different stuff. So, so this fucking guy goes on and has his wife write this review, basically calling us fucking scammers. So, you know, we talked about it this week. We're actually going to record a video with Cobra's son. We raised almost $3,000 for his family. So we're gonna record a video. We're gonna give the money to his son, one of them, who's gonna come in, and then afterwards, I'm gonna
unknown caller.
No.
Oh, they're calling about our AI flyer.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I'm gonna make a separate video that's gonna probably go on my toy page.
You gotta
I'm gonna call them out.
Okay, that's fine, but I mean, you got to stop being a dick. You know, you just come off like an angry dick.
There are certain things. There are certain things.
Well, also like on the videos,
go.
man, you're not smiling. You don't smile. People don't like feel like welcome. You know.
Yeah, they do.
You look
they
at like
love my videos.
You look at the news; they're smiling. Like you look at commercials, people are smiling while vacuuming because the vacuum works so well.
I don't want to come across fake. That's why.
I get it, but still, you got to be happy about what you're doing.
But they like people like my videos.
You can't just go, okay, so here's the deal.
Yes, I do.
We're doing this event, and we're doing it for this reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Be there.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Bye. That's
Dude,
Chisel's promos.
That sounded exactly like me. Yeah. I got
if you don't chew Big Red, well then fuck you. I don't know. It would seem weird if you like smiled, you know. It'd be like this weird grin. It's like, oh fuck, he's up to something.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't seem fucking genuine if I'm in there fucking. If I, maybe if I'm laughing or something. But hey guys, no, we're like, who the fuck is this weirdo? Fake ass motherfucker.
Yeah, then you start like hating your job, like the backrooms, like salesman. I don't know if you saw that movie, but like. He's like a furniture salesman, does all these stupid commercials where he's a pirate or something, and he just fucking hates his job and his life. Then he gets lost in the back rooms, It's going to happen to you one day.
No,
see all these fucking mutant Star Wars toys and shit coming after you. Yeah. All right, let's do some intergalactic garage sale.
All right.
Kind of like a recent acquisitions.
Okay.
What a piece of junk.
She'll make 0.5 past light speed. It may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid.
Right above you. Stand by.
Garage door, Starfield wide.
Not a fan of the AI music, pal.
Garbage! The garbage will do!
Blow that piece of junk out of the sky!
Yes, welcome to the Intergalactic Garage Sale, where we find cool Star Wars shit, or maybe useless Star Wars shit. It doesn't matter. But I got one thing that I forgot that to mention. Where did I get it? At Flea Market or La Polga? But it was episode 9. Force Awakens, but the 3D glasses, the Stormtrooper ones, still in the package.
Yeah.
That you had to specially buy.
Force Awakens is episode 7.
Okay, whatever.
That's why you're not the host of this show.
I know. I wouldn't even corrected myself. And also, who fuck cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was cool because I did see it in 3D and I was front row and everyone hated me. But I'm like, hey, those tickets were hard to get. You had to pre-order them hella advance, and it was opening night.
Yeah.
I think it was like 6 p.m. or something like that. Maybe it was 7. I don't know. But yeah, I just got the normal 3D glasses that you throw away. But it was cool to get the Stormtrooper ones, so I just have it.
Okay.
I remember that night.
I haven't seen those ones.
They just have plastic plating, 3D glasses, but they're in a bag. I think they had like another, like a Darth Vader one, or I don't know what they had. No, maybe it was more Force Awakens themed. I don't know. They had a couple different ones.
Okay.
I went to Saturday La Polga for once, and I never do. And I just went there because I needed more shirts for the Cobra event.
Yeah.
And I found some dude who just had a bunch of random boxes, so I started digging through them, found like Exo Squad stuff that I did not buy. And then I found a vintage Jabba. I'm like, okay, there's got to be more of this in here or something.
Yeah.
So I started digging around, found the Dagobah base set, and then found the throne or whatever, like the thing that Jabba sits on.
Yeah.
And it has all the attachments with it, the fucking hookah, and then a R2-D2 that has a rip sticker on it, all vintage. So I picked all that up, and he would not go less than $40. So
no.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
It's still worth it.
It's still, definitely still worth the $40. Dude, I've been so busy.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to get out. I did pick up a Darth Maul Topps Chrome card at one of the card shows.
Okay.
Just because I liked it. I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, hell, I'm gonna grab this. I've gotten, a bunch of the newer figures in the mail. A bunch of Black Series. Dude, it's crazy. I was thinking about it. We haven't got a new wave of vintage collection in months.
No, not that
there
I can
hasn't
think
been
of.
anything, because I was just trying to think. Dude, I was literally thinking, man, I haven't got any new vintage collection shit. Am I slipping? Am I not paying attention?
What is the Hasbro team concentrating on right now? I know they're like planning some sort of.
This will be next episode.
Okay.
They're doing right now Black Series. They're doing fucking Universal Monsters. Fucking Black Series.
Wait, is that? I thought that was like someone edited that together,
Nope.
like the Princess Leia with the giant hair.
Nope, that's real. That's fucking real.
It said it was an AI photo at the bottom of it.
That's what they're fucking doing right now.
Are you sure that's real?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to like eat your words later because
will.
I read it was an AI photo. I thought it was kind of cool looking. I would not buy it, but it's like
Okay, wait, no. That one was fake.
Okay.
Sorry, that one was fake. I just went to double check.
I think it's better than just repainting the fucking figures in a stupid stylized fashion or painting Christmas sweaters on them.
They repainted. They did. What is it? The fucking Admiral Akbar. They painted him green. That's right. I'm trying to remember. They painted him green, and then they took Shakti and repainted her fucking white. And then they made somebody else clear like a ghost.
See-through figures.
Yeah.
You can put them on the holocom.
A Tusken Raider.
Ooh.
They made it fucking clear.
Is he like a ghost of Christmas past or something?
No, the ghost is the Royal Guard.
Invisible Man. Invisible Tusken.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I hate Universal Monsters. I appreciate what they did for the horror genre. But I don't care about those movies. I just don't.
Yeah. That's going to be a whole fucking episode. Why do we have 10 different fucking Universal Monster Black Series figures? We don't have Bad Batch in vintage collection.
They don't care.
What we backed the fucking HasLab for the Republic gunship.
Wait, there is Bad Batch in vintage collection.
There's 2.
So there's Hunter, the guy with the fucking glasses.
There's Hunter and Crosshair.
Okay, yeah.
So
that's the ones that I've seen.
Yeah, and we backed the Republic gunship, and we were supposed to get all this Geonosis stuff. Where the fuck is it? What have we got? We haven't got shit. What the fuck is Hasbro doing?
And the audience isn't too small. They could just sell online and make money.
Yeah.
You can print money.
People make them to order. They did it with the Boba Fett throne room, and then they ended up not doing that. They ended up making more.
The Disney parks sell out of figures all the fucking time.
Yeah.
People buy them. So, I mean, you make enough to even sell there. Like, instead of ending up at RosCon, the shit shows and shit figures that nobody cares about. Stop doing that.
Yeah, don't make exclusives of the shit people actually fucking want.
I think the problem is Hasbro's hands are tied for what Disney wants and who's in charge of that.
I don't think as much as they would want us to believe. Why would we get 2 Bad Batch figures and nothing else?
Is it tooling? They can only tool,
But why do they spend money making all these other bullshit kids lines?
Because you have to have kids lines. It's just part of the toy market.
Why do you keep changing it?
Hasbro is, they're trying to venture into that exclusive, like, heavy collector market, but they're not. They're still toys.
Yeah.
They will always be toys. They'll never have a collector's line. They'll just slap a sticker on it, calling it a collector's line, like Mattel does and everyone else does. McFarlane too. But realistically, these are all toys. They're not Mafex or any of that shit.
No, exactly. But why are we not getting anything from them? They're not talking to us. They're not telling us, "Oh, hey, like I said, we backed the gunship. Where's there an update?"
Yeah, I know. There's been no update on that gunship.
No update.
Also because it's stupid. But still, the people who did give their money away would like an update.
I did. I I wanted one because I wanted a Republic gunship. It's something that I did want. So I was okay with it. I wanted a gunship.
You're going to hate this, but, because I love RoboCop. And the JFS toys that I... Go ahead, sigh. You can sigh. Clarence Boddicker, that I ordered 2 of those. I didn't order all the guys, and now I wish I did because it's sold out. But they constantly give updates. And they're like, sorry for the delay. Here's what we're doing. Here's this, but they're coming soon. So
yeah. We got 0 fucking updates from a major fucking toy company. Nothing.
Wow.
Why? Dude, we got a book with the sail barge. We got multiple things. Always letting us know. Even the Razor Crest, they let us fucking know what was going on.
But that so the sail barge was the first, and then the Razor Crest, it was just figures were booming then. So I understand that. And now it's like, dude, there's a lull in figure collecting. Yeah,
but you've already got paid for this shit.
Right. True.
So why aren't you telling anybody? You got our fucking money.
Because they're a corporation. That money doesn't go to that project. They already allocated the money to do the project once it passed the goal. They have funds going everywhere in and out.
Yes. But when you do this, nobody wants to buy from you anymore. It's bad fucking business. At some point, people have already shown, if you're not going to give us shit, we're not going to buy it. Look at how many failed HasLabs there have been.
Plus, like, Hasbro is going, well, fuck, we need the advancement in AI. This is going to be huge. So where can we get this money to buy into this AI bullshit? They're like, well, let's pull some money from not Joe's. Joe's is doing too well. Let's just pull from Star Wars because the fans are used to being beat down.
But that's what I was saying. Look at the Joe line is doing fucking great.
Right. So they won't pull money from that. That's where they're putting the AI into.
I mean, they have their streams. They have Yojo June where they're getting shit constantly.
Yeah.
We can't get a fucking update, but, people are spending money on Joe's. People will spend the money on Star Wars, too. You give Star Wars fans what they want, they will spend the fucking money. It's the world's second biggest IP.
I was just about to make a point. I'm like, well, there's no new movie or nothing like that. But, whoa, hold on. There was The Mandalorian and Grogu. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
We went to saw it with Cobra, on night 1. It's like... opening night, and I totally spaced it.
Yeah.
Because that's how much Star Wars matters right now. Yeah. Nobody fucking cares. People are Grogu'd out.
They are. I think so.
There's nothing, new about Star Wars. There's nothing really cool that's hitting.
Look at everything they promised us. Go back 6 years. Go back, pre-COVID. Everything they promised us. What have we got?
I'm the ghost from Action Figure Past.
What have we got? If you look at just Star Wars in general, all the different projects that we were supposed to get.
Rancor. It was trash.
Even if you look at Star Wars projects, not toys.
Okay.
Star Wars projects. What have we got? Nothing. Remember there was talk of a Lando series? Where's that?
Right.
The droids one? Where's that? The
horror one. I think they're going to be working on a horror.
The one
horror Star Wars
with Cara Dune.
That ain't happening.
I'm just saying that was something. You know what? You could bring that back. You know how many people would love to see that shit? What happened with the Daisy Ridley movie? Where's that?
And also, Disney worries about what their commenters and people it's not even people who fucking watch Star Wars or care about it that much. It's mixed, but the people who
it's the vocal minority.
Yeah, they're a vocal minority, and Disney really cares about that because they feel it's like a huge backlash. But dude, if you stand strong on your product, and they experiment way too much with LGBTQ stuff, I don't have a problem with it, but it's just like, dude, you're giving too much shit away to people who don't give a fuck about Star Wars.
About your product, regardless.
Have fans come in and do this shit, or people who work in the business, directors and stuff who love Star Wars, who want to come in and do this. Not wanting to change it, but maybe try something new with a new character and a cool idea,
Yeah. So that's...
they just won't do that, though.
No. So, I actually... You know what? I actually saw something like that recently. We could talk about it on the other show, but I did see the new He-Man movie.
I did too. I watched it yesterday.
And I when I saw the previews, it made it seem like it was going to be a little woke preachy.
Oh, no, it's a joke that it's woke.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly.
It's
and I was
great.
like, fuck, that was pretty good. That was better. I was like, I'm going to see it. And I was like,
the him on his
and fucking made fun of it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
He called himself He-Man at the end, and
Yeah.
they all did the posing laugh.
Yeah. And they made jokes about all kinds of shit. The names. They made fun of the names of the characters in it.
When Cringer gets scared, I forgot Cringer was a cat, you know, and he's like, I don't want to go in that castle, guys. Can we figure out another way? And he like looks at him and goes, pussy.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, shit. And I covered my mouth. I'm like, really? And I go, oh, yeah, he's a cat.
Yeah.
I'm like, that makes sense now.
But nobody complained.
No. Nobody complained.
Nobody fucking complained. Nobody cared. You know what? I went and saw it and I was like, fuck, okay. Even I took the wife. She's like, you know, if they do a She-Ra movie, I'll go see it.
Yeah.
She's like, even if they do it in part 2, I'll go see it.
My wife was watching like half the film because she came home from work and then watched the end of it. And she was asking, it's like, where's She-Ra? I'm like, she'll probably be in part 2. I heard something. I don't know. And then I didn't know about the deleted or the ending credit scene. And then she was there. She's like, she's a bad guy? I'm like, no, she's just a powerful woman.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, she's a bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure like her and He-Man will have to fight and they're not going to be friends
at first. They're going to clash.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they're going to have a common enemy. So
yeah.
And
they don't know their brother and sister.
And it's not going to take itself too heavily. You know, it doesn't need to.
Exactly. And it worked. I enjoyed it. I was like, you know, you had the nostalgia.
It's a popcorn movie.
They made fun of the corniness of it in the beginning.
Why would Skeletor do this? Because he's bad.
Yeah.
It's like, there's got to be more to it. He's got a skull for a head.
Yeah, what do you expect? He's got a skull for a head.
Yeah. And then, this is our review of it. Come on. He-Man, at the final fight with Skeletor, he's like, look, maybe your dad didn't love you, but let's just talk this out, you know?
Yeah.
And Skeletor thinks about it for a second. Dude, I thought that was gold, man. I loved it.
Yeah, the whole thing was way better than I thought. I had to see it. Like, when Dolph Lundgren was in there, and he goes, good journey.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, dude.
I pointed at the screen. I'm like, he said it.
Dude, that got me a little bit. So I was like, fuck. So
it's definitely nostalgia based, you know, hardcore. And I read all the reviews where people are like, I don't know who this movie's for. I'm like, dude, He-Man's been around for a long fucking time. And whether you raise your kids to watch it or watch some of it or play with some toys at one time or another, you don't have to know any storyline.
Yeah.
You just know the characters. You've seen them. That's all you... Even if you don't know, you just watch it and it's fucking entertaining.
Exactly.
You don't even have to...
are supposed to be.
There's no jokes to get that aren't spelled out for you in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
The guy has that big fist and he calls him Fisto.
Yeah,
and he
that's
fists
fucking
people.
Hilarious.
Right, you can get that without knowing the character.
Yeah,
he's Skeletor. He's got a skeleton head.
Yeah, if you
that's
know
his thing.
The character was called Fisto back then. Oh my god, I can't believe they did that. That makes it funny.
I was just waiting for a Buzz Off, but you know, maybe he'll be in part 2.
Yeah,
because I like Buzz Off. He's the star of one of my favorite horror movies, The House or House. Okay. Just a kid has a Buzz Off.
I do know he does have that. And I don't even know what the fuck the movie is, but I do know that there's a Buzz Off in it.
It has
as
like
much as I know.
The dude who played Great American Hero.
Oh, okay.
He plays Roger Cobb in it.
All right.
But it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's corny and stuff, but it's still got some creepy moments. It has a bunch. It's all TV actors in this movie. Yeah, because it's got Bull from Night Court as like the main bad guy. He's like the undead Vietnam guy at the end. It's really cool.
All right. Well, I think we did it. I think we talked a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I did have an idea for the next episode, and I can't remember what it was. But
you said something during this episode.
Oh, you know what? Well,
you're like, this is for another episode.
Yeah.
And you said something, and I don't remember either.
But fuck, now I totally lost my fucking train of thought.
Yeah,
dude. See, now we know. Now we know it's time to end the show.
Right. Maybe a fist will help.
Yeah. The Star Wars Theory.
Yes.
His Vader 2 project is finally coming out.
Okay.
In a couple weeks.
No AI involved in this. Maybe a little.
I don't think so.
Maybe to fix some elements. I mean, people do that. I'm fine with it. I don't know why people hate AI so much. I get it takes the creative out of it, but I think it sparks more creatism also. It helps people who aren't that creative to become creative,
yes,
I think.
Because I have zero artistic talent.
Most people don't.
And
let's face it.
If for certain things, like I can get it close to what I want, which is good. I could be like, hey, this is close to what I want. Fix it. I just had to do that. I made an AI flyer for one of my card shows, and I sent it to an artist and was like, hey, this is the AI version that I don't like, but it's got the elements I want in it. Can you clean it up and make it better? He gave it back to me. It was just what I wanted.
Okay, so, it's good for shit like that.
It was good to give somebody a general idea.
But it's like for movies, like I get it. Like, why is it more respectable for someone to code for 3 fucking months, or half a year for graphics, rather than just have AI do it in like a fucking hour.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, this is way cooler. Who cares that somebody coded it for fucking years?
There are certain things that I understand it's a lot easier. Obviously we see, like I said, if it's some background shit, I get that it's not as important. Obviously, don't, AI your main characters and shit like that, because it never comes out the same. But,
you can tell when it's lazily done. That's what I'm saying. But you can fine tune shit and add your own element to whatever AI project
it's gonna
you're using it for.
I think at some point there's going to be a whole balance. There has to be a balance, especially for art.
Right.
People will know.
AI will come back and fuck us somehow, but then we'll rebound and come back and learn how to tame it.
I don't think so. I think that's all.
We got to learn how to tame
exaggerated fears.
No, it always happens with everything. There's too much of everything, and then it balances out.
Yeah, but I mean, people think AI is like going to attack us.
Just like the Force has to have a balance.
Yeah.
Like when one evil guy turns, there's another good guy who fucking does some shit. That's how Star Wars works.
Yeah.
Period. End. We're done.
That's it. Show's over.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
You hear that, Big Mac? Beer Mac. I don't know. I mean, Huckster.